Hello and welcome. It is the 26th day of May 2017. My name is Derek, and let's take a look at the fifth and final chart within the small giveaway, which will be XtraBytes, XBY. The fourth one, which was the code ABY, had a puzzle with a lot of words like amazing. It was easy to find, and I made that to be the case. You couldn't add the S to it because amazings isn't a word, but the best word in the bunch was melodramatic, which was found by Sam. So congratulations. And I made this puzzle dramatic. There we go. And that was the winner. So the next contest will be for some XBY. That stands for XtraBytes. So congratulations, Alex, for the last one. And congratulations in advance to whomever wins this one. And I'm actually competing in this particular contest. It is capped to 30 participants. All right, it's the XBY, and this is found on YoBit, YoBit, or the currency exchange, or the cryptocurrency exchange, C/CEX. Those are where you can find it. So if you win, you either have to have an account with one of those two sites or have an XtraByte wallet itself, the only three places you can receive them. We'll get to the contest details at the end of this analysis. So we're looking at a chart spanning the last month. We're using YoBit's chart. Unfortunately, because this code is such under the radar in its early stages, that I can't give you a logarithmic chart, unfortunately, but we do have some data to work with. We can see it managed to go up to 250, pulled it back down to 90, losing how much? About 2/3. It has now risen up to 750. It was 750, I think, on the C/CEX site, and this YoBit site to 740, and then back down to right now around 250, losing about, well, 2/3 of its value. The last I talked about this was when this had a very beautiful setup at this point, as it was looking to get above this 250 and make a move up to 5. And you see how fast of a move it was. The green candles get bigger. I know it's linear, so they normally have to get bigger anyway. But even on a log chart, it would still show decent sized green candles, and then a pierce above one more level up to about the 750 area. The movement that followed after such was supporting what was a key level. So when you take out a big level, what you're going to do? Well, one thing you could do is support it. But the descending triangle, of course, broke to the downside, establishing a new support roughly around 300, and then resisting 5, later resisting around 380, 400, and has now had another leg lower down closer to the 250 mark, which was previous resistance. So if you're one that looks for codes that are down enough where you can try to get a bargain price, well, this is one on this case. If you're looking for codes that show strength, you got a long ways to go within such. You first is going to have to break through this trend line, and then the Fibonacci analysis, or the retracement anyway from this high to this low. You're going to have a most certainly a hold and stay above this 500 handle, which is well over 600, before you could safely assume to buy, if not in some cases, as it's breaking resistance at around 800 and change. Those would be the areas to buy on strength. That's going to cost you more, or you get a significantly lower amount of tokens. You reduce your risk for doing such, because the risk for a code like this ultimately is mainly the things that look to work well, or are planning, or should have a high chance of working and being good, don't. And then as far as anyone who is looking at this, they say everything is this great new evolution in this cryptocurrency, but you still always have to be wary about a possible, what they call the pump and dump situation. But I've seen so many markets have these type of maneuvers where you have point A to point B to point C back to point B. So a lot of it is showing those market behaviors, again, going down to the very low discounted price, as was the case in here when it came down to 100 Satoshi price. And the reward side of this is huge when you consider that 100 times over the price of Bitcoin, which is what I think this is most certainly got the chance of becoming. If, of course, things work good, that means if you were to do a play like this, say 30 times, or even don't say 20 times, and 19 of them ultimately fail, but one of them did get you 100 times, then mathematically, as long as it has a 5-10% success rate of having gains of 100 times, and as far as gains of 10 times, even if it has a 25-33% success rate, that is a monstrous long-term return on investment as far as, well, investment strategy is concerned. It's something you can't even consider putting anything more than what you can afford to lose compared to what you expect to win. And I say this as in, if you can afford to lose, say, 100 units, but what you would win is like 2-3 times more than what you need, well, then don't bet 100 units, bet like 20, 30, 40 units. That's another way of putting it. Understand your risk, understand your reward. Always the way to go. There's a lot of information with all of these codes that are available. A lot of them have YouTube channels. This one has a YouTube channel. They have their wallets, they have web pages, there are different types of forms. So any type of long-term investing for any codes that you're considering doing, especially when you're trying to find any kind of gems, do your own research. Now, I'm going to be giving 500 of these away. And within such, what we'll be doing is playing some baseball. And if you don't like baseball, just pick a team randomly and you got a chance of winning. And this will be for the Saturday games. And in a situation of a game having a double header because there's some rain on today's games or on the Friday session, whatever game one is will be the game chosen for the Saturday card. Okay, so there's the 15 games, there's the 30 teams. I will be picking a team. I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, but I will pick one sometime. I was thinking about taking St. Louis or Colorado because they're going to be fan favorite picks, because Colorado is a ballpark which has the air quality to increase home run totals. St. Louis is putting up a pretty decent pitcher to the mound, and well, Colorado's putting a lefty, and St. Louis doesn't hit well against left-handed hitters. So pick your team and make sure you don't edit it. First come, first serve. So to check the comments, if you want to take a team and someone has it, well, it's too late. Just pick somebody else now. And if you want to change your pick, you can delete it and you can add a new one, but don't edit it. If you edit your pick, it is automatically disqualified. And the winner will receive 500 XBY. And as I've been stating, on the high risk, high reward situation, it really wouldn't surprise me if something like this could easily be worth something around, well, $500 US within a year. Even within 6-8 months even, because the crypto time frame and gains are obviously insane. So if you win, you're going to need an exchange or account with one of the two exchanges, YoBit or C/CEX or the XtraBytes wallet. Thank you for tuning in and good luck. Take care.